Hi, I'm Danielle with Godiva Secret Wigs, and today I want to show you all the different ways you can use the hot air brush. Now, our 1-inch hot air brush is the only heat we recommend using on our high quality synthetic wigs. Do not use a blow dryer, curling iron, flat iron, anything like that. You may singe your wig. However, our hot air brush never gets so hot that it would harm your wig. So let's get started. So one of the main things I like to use the hot air brush for is bangs. So sometimes if you cut your bangs, they may tend to stick out a little bit. Or they may just not be laying exactly how you want them to. So you want to turn on your hot air brush, and you're going to let it get warm just for a few seconds, and then I'll show you what to do. So I'm taking it, and I'm going to just take it kind of like you would a round brush, and I'm just going to start rolling it under with my hands. And I kind of use my fingers to guide the hair and make sure that it's staying right where I want it and that it's curling under. So you'll notice I'm going to just I keep moving the brush. I'm not going to keep it in one spot forever, but I'm just slowly moving it, and see how the bangs are starting to come down really nicely. So I might take a second layer up here at the top and do the same thing. And as I'm moving, you'll see I'm using my fingers over here to turn the brush. So I'm turning it around and around. So see how pretty those bangs are now? To the cord. So the other thing you can do is, I know a lot of you complain that over time, the underneath part can get a little bit frizzy. So that's caused from the friction of the wig fibers rubbing against your neck, against your car seat, especially on the longer wigs. You may find that they tend to get a little drier at the underneath and ends of the wig. So for that, the hot air brush is perfect. So what you want to do is take just kind of the bottom section of the wig, and you can just use like a little clip and clip up the rest. And then I'm going to start using the hot air brush on this bottom section. So let me show you. One thing first. Before you do it, especially on the bottom, make sure you brush that hair out. It will be a lot easier. So this hair, I know you can't feel it, but you can see the underneath part, this back part, is definitely frizzy. So you know, this person has been wearing their wig a lot, it's been rubbing on the back of their neck, it's getting a little frizzier, the hair may be feeling a little bit thicker, and this is going to help that. So I'm going to just kind of start with a section, and I'm going to just start going over it, and again I'm just twisting it over here, kind of having it go in circles. And the more you go over it, the smoother it's going to be feeling. So you may go over it 5 times and you're like, hey, it's not feeling that great. Well, keep going. The other thing I found is if you kind of move it side to side while you're going down, it helps even more because it's really grabbing onto those fibers. So you're going to do that. So it's already looking much prettier, and you'll feel the hair starts just feeling smoother. So you're going to kind of keep going with that. And you just keep going until it starts feeling smooth to you. And one of the main things for that is don't take too much hair at one time. So you want to make sure you section it off. Do one section, maybe ponytail that section, and go up to do the next section if it's needed. You know, do that section and keep on working your way up. Now the other thing is this one wig, I don't know if you can see, but it's definitely dry right here. This person maybe slept in their wig, or drives a lot in their car and their head's constantly moving. I'm not sure what the reason was, but it's definitely a little bit dry here on the top. So I can do the exact same thing. I'm just going to take the small section, putting the brush under it, and I'm just going to start rolling out this section. And again, I found if you move side to side while you're going down, it really helps grab the hair even more. So again, I'm just going to keep going over it and over it until you like the result you have. So it's already, just in that quick little bit, it's starting to get smoother. So that's another way. Now, another way to use it is that sometimes when you're wearing your wig, especially the machine teased wigs, without knowing it, you're kind of patting your wig down all the time and you're making the wig flatter and flatter, but you don't even realize it. So with the hot air brush, you can actually help get back some of that fullness. So as you can see with this wig, it's pretty flat right now on the top. But I'll show you with using the hot air brush, I can get some of that fullness back. So there's two different ways to do it. Number one, I'm going to take it, I'm going to hold the front of my wig, and I'm going to kind of get the hot air brush into the roots. And I'm kind of wiggling it as I go. And you're literally just kind of unlocking that fullness again, because it's just been pushed down for so long, and the heat's going to help it stay there. So I'm literally just pulling it back, kind of really digging at the root of the wig. That's the most important part. So just from doing that, you can see I was able to give it fullness that quickly. So that's one way. The second way is to actually take sections of the hair and blow dry them individually. So I'm going to make sure I'm getting at the root, and I'm coming up. You might even go a little bit forward. The more forward you go, the more fullness it's going to have. So there's one. And then I can do the next piece in the front here. You'll see it's just giving it that fullness, and the further up I go, the more fullness you're going to have. So here you have all that fullness coming back. So you'll see it's a lot fuller than it was to start with. So those are some of the different ways you can use your hot air brush. Like I said, you want to just keep it moving. I would never just leave it in one place for a long time. It's also best to use it, if you're going to do a whole lot, use it after you wash your wig so that's nice and clean. And you never want to use this on wet hair. Make sure it's dry. So I think the hot air brush is one of my best friends. You can really do so much with it. Even at the bottom, say the wig is flipping out, you can use the hot air brush to roll it under. Kind of what I did. If you noticed in the beginning, this was flipping out and I used it to roll it under. So you can really use it for a lot of different things. Don't be afraid to experiment. And that is how you use our hot air brush, which is also can be found on our website and in our stores. Thanks.